Coral Gables was founded by developer and planner George Merrick, a man who envisioned a new Mediterranean paradise for South Florida. Over time, and with his stewardship, his dream developed into a city known for its lush green neighborhoods and Spanish and Mediterranean revival architecture, which are highlighted in notable buildings like the Biltmore Hotel, Venetian Pool, and the Coral Gables Water Tower. Biltmore Way, a 4-block long roadway, also took shape during this time. Over the last 100 years, the street has evolved from being a part of the original Granada golf course plan in 1921 to 4 empty platted blocks in the 40s and 50s to the metropolitan street we know today. Community members have long advocated for changes on Biltmore Way, such as narrowing the roadway and other pavement, adding additional crosswalks, and adding landscaping and shade trees to make this corridor more comfortable for walking, shopping, or bicycling. Given that Biltmore Way connects residential neighborhoods to City Hall and downtown, the goal of this project is to make the corridor a more inviting gateway into the heart of Coral Gables. Today, there are approximately 600 households that call Biltmore Way home. Except for City Hall and Merrick Park, which are on public grounds, the land uses along this street are divided into 2 high-density commercial blocks east of Segovia Street and 2 high-density residential blocks west of Segovia. There are roughly 180 on-street parking spaces along Biltmore Way, with another 50 on Andalusia between Hernando Street and Jeune Road, as well as over 230 surface parking lot spaces and over 400 spaces in the parking garage at 550 Biltmore Way. Additionally, there are 4 lanes of vehicular traffic, which can make it more challenging for pedestrians to cross and more challenging to plant additional landscaping. Residents, neighbors, and city leaders alike, however, all recognize that there may be room for improvement. In April of 2019, community members met to discuss ways of enhancing this corridor. At that workshop, residents and business owners were asked to provide feedback on what they would like to see implemented along Biltmore Way. A summary of those survey response rankings shows that among the top 10 priorities for both Biltmore Way residents and Coral Gables residents at large were improvements like shade-producing landscaping, mid-block crossings, reduced speeds, pedestrian lighting, and road narrowing. Much was gained from that initial workshop and from the follow-up meeting held in March of 2022, but we're still just getting started. As a result of the Sunshine meeting, the City of Coral Gables has hired local urban design firm Kohl Partners to help create a community-led vision for the entire Biltmore Way corridor. The city and consultant team will be studying alternatives to enhance Biltmore Way and Andalusia Avenue from Jeune Road to Ponce de Leon Boulevard, including improving access to the proposed future mobility hub on Andalusia. The community will be invited to weigh in on these conceptual design alternatives during several workshops and public meetings. This feedback will help the city to assess the feasibility and impacts of the community's preferred alternatives, including estimating costs and studying possible funding sources, which will be the primary focus for the next phases of work. We will need your help to enhance Biltmore Way. We want you to provide additional feedback and stay tuned for upcoming meetings by visiting envisionbiltmoreway.com.